Paul before his conversion. He approved of Stephen's stoning in Acts 8:1. He actively persecuted the Christians in Acts 8:3, Acts 9:1 through 2. He dragged believers from their homes in Acts 8:3. He imprisoned men and women for their faith. He sought to destroy the early church, was a Pharisee and a religious zealot. He believed he was righteous through the law, on the way to Damascus to persecute Christians when Jesus stopped him. Then after his conversion, okay, so that was just before. After his conversion, he still suffered and was persecuted. He was imprisoned multiple times in 2 Corinthians 11:23, Acts 16:23 through 24. He was flogged repeatedly with 39 lashes 5 times. Flogged repeatedly 5 times in 2 Corinthians 11:24. He was beaten with rods 3 times. He was stoned once. He was shipwrecked 3 times. 3 times. He spent the night and day adrift at sea. He was attacked by mobs, multiple occasions. He was bitten by a viper. He was chased out of cities. He lived in constant dangers, from rivers to robbers, from Jews to Gentiles, from city mobs to wilderness to sea to false believers. He went without food and sleep often. It says that in 2 Corinthians 11:27. He was exposed to the cold without proper clothing. He had constant anxiety for the churches. Okay, that was just the church woundings. Relational and spiritual wounds. He was distrusted by early Christians because of his past. He was rejected and abandoned by fellow believers. He was disputed with Barnabas and split up from him. Opposed Peter publicly to his face over hypocrisy, because nobody was safe from Paul. He was accused falsely by religious leaders. He was put on trial repeatedly. He spent years under house arrest and eventually was martyred in Rome. His response to all of this, so this was everything Paul went through, everything. And despite all of this, he planted churches across Asia and Europe. He wrote 13 New Testament letters. He mentored young leaders like Timothy and Titus. He called himself a servant of Christ, a least of all the apostles. And he declared that he rejoiced in his sufferings, and he finished the race with faith. So why are we telling God that we cannot be used by him? Why are we telling God that we can't do the things that he's called us to do? Because if Paul can do this and Paul can walk through this, then our little things in life, our little things that make us anxious or mad, should not disqualify the call of God. Church, it should not disqualify the call of God. Because the thing is, our wounds do not disqualify us. If you've got nothing else out of this for the last 6 weeks, it is that our wounds do not disqualify us. Our brokenness does not diminish what God is building in our life, because God can use anybody. He can do anything. He can redeem any situation. That is the God in which we serve.